and there was some protests about that, and we were doing things like that. We also we had a youth orientation, so we wanted to integrate the social life. So you had two different dance shows that appeared on television. One was a bandstand, which was started locally but ended up to be a national show. But when it was local in Philly, they had a scandal, and sometime in the late 50s, the guy, Bob Horn, who was running it, was also prostituting some of the young ladies who were high school kids to wealthy suburban and business people. And when that was discovered, and I think there was some kind of payola thing going on too with him. He was really kind of crooked. So they had to find a clean-cut guy, so they found this guy named Dick Clark. He had all the clean-cut look, and he had good credentials, and he had a pleasant manner about him. And also, he knew a lot about rock and roll music, and the show was all white. But they played a lot of black music, you know. And white kids were dancing to black music at that time. And they were listening to black radio. We didn't even know that, and they were really very moved by it. Just the sounds and the message and the movement and the way that we were dancing too. And so when Dick Clark opened it up, he started inviting a lot more African American artists to perform, but nobody was dancing. Nobody was allowed in there to dance. And then we had a thing called Mitch Thomas, which was on PBS. You had to have the Rabbits, and he was always out of focus on my television. But this was all black dance group, and not only did they have they got on television, I think it was once a week or twice a week or something like that. But that's how we learned the dances, you know, and so on. And so I think white kids watched that and black kids watched that, and everybody watched each other. But which was interesting, and we were listening to kind of the same music. There were some songs on the hit parade and stuff that weren't particularly exciting for African American youth, but we were into the hardcore R&B stuff and all that. But it was really that movie. There was a movie set in Baltimore that kind of depicted that same kind of relationship. I forget the name of the movie. And but that period was interesting. So